Why do you suppose I just did the Ebullience? I don't know. Sure you do. My videos? Are you making videos or are you gooning? Making videos? Start showing me your videos. Not those bum ass videos, the shorts.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh my dear God. Now were you making animations? Or are you gooning? I'm gooning. Get the fuck out. Hello everyone, this is Fid. Welcome back to a brand new video. Now, I haven't really done the whole expose since the D-Redhead Henry thing, but this one's a little bit more serious. While D-Redhead Henry had horrible takes, this guy is actually just a scumbag, and I'll explain why. This is none other than Ebullience. Ebullience is a Dragon Ball animator similar to me, where he animates Dragon Ball, Sonic, all that shit. Starting out with random sprite animations like Goku vs Vegeta and all that, but he eventually found his gold mine with Goku vs Sonic. Goku vs Sonic would be the shining star in his dark room, and he milked that shit. He made other animations like Goku vs Mario, Vegeta vs Shadow, Vegeta vs Shattuck, but Goku vs Sonic always hit hard in the views, and for good reason. Now, obviously this isn't the main focus, but he also had another series called Sonic Dark Forces, which was basically a Sonic Dragon Ball series. It's not super important to the story, but it got a lot of views. I think he probably did the singular episodes, now just keeps the compilations up instead, which I guess I can get, but eh. So he would do this throughout the entire time and even switch his entire style to make it to the what if style that Shurenjutsu, for example, does. Basically naming it what if despite completely missing the point of what if. But of course, I'm not gonna hate on him. I mean, I do the exact same thing with mine, so I can't exactly hate. He also had another Dragon Ball series called Dragon Ball EE. I didn't look into that either. I'm not gonna lie, I did not want to give this guy views. Now, eventually he would continue to re-upload a lot of his older animations continuously over and over as time went on. It got ridiculous. Like, I'd see like Goku vs Sonic with like a different title and it's just the exact same Goku vs Sonic animation. It would be insane. And I mean, I get it. Get your views, get your bag, of course, but like, come on, man. You upload like Goku vs Sonic 5 times. What's funny is if you go by popular on his channel, you can see that the two most popular videos are Goku vs Sonic and both of them are just re-uploaded. Absurd. But of course, if this was simply just him re-uploading his older videos, I wouldn't be making a video on this because, well, I mean, get your bag. Like, animators do not do well on YouTube. Singular animations, yes, but not animators, because you have to be consistent when you're uploading on YouTube. And animation takes a long time, and those two don't exactly mix. So you have to drop quality for quantity, or you would have to consistently upload by stacking up uploads throughout a course of time. Maybe even potentially just uploading animations when you get them done, like I do. But it does not help you in the algorithm at all. But then we get into a lot of his scummier shit. For one thing, he kind of just steals cartoons like thumbnail style. Like,
his attacks, even in Japanese, are spoken in English. I mean, look at everybody else's attack. We got the Mankanko Sapo, the Masenko, Kienzan.
Dragon Ball has a dark detail. After Goku loses to Ten Shinhan in the 22nd Tenkaichi Budokai, his clothes are pretty much destroyed, but luckily Krillin still has his gi.
He seems to be a fan of Carthu. He even made an animation for Carthu. So, from what I know, he could just be a fan. But it gets worse. Now, he started doing shorts, and shorts are pretty good for your channel, of course. It helps you blow up considerably. There are people out there that hit more than 1 million subscribers off of shorts alone. But the way he got them views is, yikes.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
A lot of his thumbnails are just Gooner bait, and it's so bad. Like, when you scroll through his like shorts and you go by oldest, you can see it, like the deterioration going from like random Dragon Ball thumbnails to like random fan art to, you know, the occasional Gooner, but then it just full on became Gooner shit, and it's the worst shit ever. And what bothers me the most is that he has a kid audience. Like, I saw him when I was a kid. Now, of course, you can't really control kids on the internet. That's just something you can't really do. But you started off making shit like Goku vs Sonic. Kids are gonna come to you, and if they see that, that's disgusting. Like, imagine if I see my kid watching like a Dragon Ball sprite animation. I'm gonna think myself. I'm gonna be like, oh, this isn't that bad, right? It's just a Dragon Ball sprite animation. And then what if the kid goes onto the channel, he sees all that Gooner stuff? Like, no. Some of these are like really funny because it's just like Bulma and Dr. Gero kissing, and Dr. Gero's giving Bulma the death stare. It's fucking hilarious. But you know, continuing on. Also using AI, which is gross. And like sometimes some of the thumbnails don't even match what's going on with the video at hand. Like, this video right here is like the Kamehameha is wrong, and it's just like canon, and it's like Vados, like with like her booby zones. I'm like, no, what are you talking about? Why is she here? I don't even think she's been in the same frame as someone using a Kamehameha. What are you talking about? But as you know, it gets even worse. Exactly. Now, he has a Patreon. Now, when I saw his Patreon, I was like, oh, he probably uses it to upload fans on like all his content stuff, so then, you know, they can get ready for it. But I also noticed on his channel that he doesn't make sprite animations anymore, or at least not as much, ever since like 8 months ago. Now, he actually did make a new season for his series, which is like insane. Like 6 seasons of a sprite animation series is insane, considering the fact that a lot of sprite animation series like end off after like 1 episode. So it's really funny. It's also kind of sad that like this scumbag is like one of the only people to like actually make their sprite animation series like get way farther than like just an episode. I can also talk about sprite animation skills, but you know what? I will. We'll talk about that later in the video. But you know, I was still really skeptical because he wasn't really uploading sprite animations like that anymore. Like, so I go on his Patreon and I see this. It's like a woman goal, and every time a goal is hit, a woman gets checked off. Now my question mark meter was going a little high. I was like, huh? So I scroll down and I see the membership stuff, and it's basically just him appreciating his fans and stuff, and saying that tiers don't really get special rewards, but he appreciates you for supporting, which I can understand. Huron Jutsu does the exact same format. In fact, I think he kind of stole this from Huron Jutsu. So what is in his Patreon? Well, since you're so kindly to ask, it is it's a corn. It's a corn. That's right, a ton of corn. Now you're probably thinking, well, I mean, he makes corn. It's weird, but you know, get his bag. And while again, I think that he should stop making stuff when he has a child audience, his Patreon and YouTube can clearly be separated, and kids won't be able to have access to Patreon anyway. So I have a lot less like discrepancy for this. If he made it, my skepticism was still off the charts. And with all the stolen fan art that he's used, I was curious. So I went on a website where you can basically bypass the paywall on Patreon, and what I found was shocking. Sound like a fucking Darman thumbnail. There are goals, which are the girls that showed up on top, and basically each time a goal gets hit, a folder gets made of corn for that character, which is really weird. So for example, first was Kefla, then was Android 21, then Sheila and Fidel, Android 18. Just hear me out, guys. Maybe we don't have to hate on this, and then so on and so forth. Now, each character gets a folder, and that folder gets unlocked, as I said before. But what's in these folders will surprise you. Instead of just straight up images or videos or whatever, it's links to the actual corn itself, which he does not own. And you have to download these links in order to access the actual corn at hand. So what he's doing is he is stealing this corn, hiding it behind paywalls, and then when you pay for it, you have to download the links in order to find the corn. This is really weird. But I didn't want to get demonetized. And it's absolutely shameless. But hey, maybe the website's wrong, maybe he changed. Or maybe the website that I use is wrong. And those are valid claims. So I did the only thing I could realistically do. I bought his Patreon. And what I found wasn't shocking. He still steals corn. One of the corns itself has the watermark of the person that made it. So no, he didn't change. He didn't do all that bullshit. He is still doing this slimy shit to this day. He has over 900 members. So he is probably making over $1,000 a month off of stolen goods. And I want to hear no, oh, well, he uses sprites and sprite animation. No. That's totally different. I know I'm probably not going to get that comment, but I feel like if I don't address it, someone might say it and I'm going to get pissed off if I see it. It's disgusting that this guy is stealing people's art and then just using it as money. So yeah, he's a scumbag. Even worse of a scumbag. Called the softcore corn, that's a fucking riddle. So yeah, hopefully he gets taken down because he is an actual horrible person. Okay, well, horrible person is a little bit of a stretch. I mean, well, he is stealing a lot of art for money, so I guess he is a pretty shitty person. You know, I just didn't want to call him like horrible, like, you know, I feel that's what you call like a murderer or something, like, you know. If you are subscribed to his Patreon, please cancel that junk, please. There are free ways to get that one. And you're not supporting the correct creator if you are.
It's pretty late over here. It's at 2:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna make a quick update and I'm gonna end out the video. So I decided to check out a little bit more Ebullience's Patreon, and nothing particularly special is there. He has a server. It's not his. He just invites people from his membership for some reason. He makes some of his corn with AI. That's also pretty scummy, because he's still stealing art just with AI instead of just stealing straight up art. But yeah, he's still a pretty bad person. Please try not to support him, even if you are a fan. I know it sucks, but unfortunately he just does not deserve the praise that he's getting. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I don't really like doing these expose videos, but it's just... I just saw this guy and I just realized what a shitty person he was. I had to talk about it, and hopefully get some traction. Also, hopefully some other Dragon Ball Sprite animators that aren't him can get some clout, because the way that he's getting clout that other Sprite animators should, there's just I did forget to talk about his animations. His animations are, they gotten a lot better, but they still do this like weird squash and stretch thing, and like the combat can be pretty slow. But he's definitely massively improved over his older animations, which look god awful. But yeah, no, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.